Since 1977, Subsalve USA has specialized in the design and manufacture of standard and custom underwater flotation systems. Corporate headquarters are based in Providence, Rhode Island, where our small but highly energized workforce builds high-quality products in our 10,000 square foot facility. Subsalve's expertise in underwater flotation design, fabrication, and deployment is second to none.
We inspect, test, and stand behind every unit that leaves our plant.
Founder and CEO Rick Freiberg.
Over the past 17 years, Subsalve USA lift bags have been used by navies and offshore companies worldwide. They need to stand up to the harshest marine environments. Maintaining product quality is our top priority.
Subsalve USA lift bags have been used successfully by divers in over 50 countries. Subsalve continues to refine and improve product design, materials, and specifications. It is through this ongoing evolutionary process that Subsalve stays on the cutting edge of material and manufacturing technologies, maintaining state-of-the-art designs and products. When a vessel sinks or a plane crashes, Subsalve products are needed for that crisis immediately. If we can't deliver, product quality means nothing. Sharing equal priority is service. We are committed to giving our client what they want when they need it. Sometimes our clients are not always sure what design will work best in their circumstance. This is where our years of experience in thousands of product applications pays off. We have the product, the quality, the service, and the expertise, none of which matters if our goods are not affordable. Subsalve USA has developed manufacturing efficiencies that allow us to sell our products at prices as low as any competitor. Check the rest. You'll come back to the best. Subsalve USA delivers. Subsalve USA, engineered from the bottom up. The VRS2000, a state-of-the-art vehicle recovery system employing the standard of excellence in design, materials, and manufacturing processes you've come to expect from Subsalve USA. Built specifically to be portable for rapid deployment situations, the VRS2000 is completely self-contained.
Each bag comes with its self-contained carrying case.
Through years of direct contact serving the needs of the commercial and public service diving communities, we have refined the VRS2000. During a hands-on training session, members of the Rhode Island State Police dive team learned how to deploy the system.
Inflation is done by opening and closing of the scuba cylinder valve, and it vents directly into the bag. In the event a scuba cylinder needs to be changed, the yoke can be removed. Loss of air is prevented by the installation of a check valve, which won't let the air escape now from the bag if this is removed.
Subsalve's VRS2000 vehicle recovery system includes two 2,000-pound enclosed flotation bags, each with a built-in pocket for an 80 cubic foot aluminum scuba cylinder, one-way high-pressure cylinder yoke assembly, 4-point stainless steel lifting ring configuration, two heavy-duty load-bearing safety straps with 360-degree coverage, two 3-foot lengths of 1/4-inch galvanized proof coil rigging chain, high-strength stainless steel snap carabiners, 4 overpressure relief valves, and a 3/4-inch brass ball valve for rapid deflation. Each assembly packs in its own heavy-duty zippered carrying case with nylon handles and shoulder strap.
Rick, how many personnel would it take to utilize a system such as this for car recovery?
In terms of safe operating diving, you're going to have the support crew that you need to support your dive team. To implement this system, one diver could implement the system. Where rapid deployment or rescue is a consideration, 2 divers would be optimum, where one diver could then rig one bag and one diver could rig the other bag.
Deployment and application of the VRS2000 is simple. The diver swims the bags into position, one at the front and one at the rear of the vehicle, laying the unit on the hood or trunk. The rigging chains are then fastened to the frame on the undercarriage.
So here's what you're going to do. You're going to come down and find the most convenient location, which here it is right here. You're going to come and wrap around.
It's the collapsible bumper pin. Should hold it.
And come up as tight as you can get it. So this is about as tight as you're going to get it unless you wrap through again and come back down onto the chain. So if you want to get this tighter than that, you could actually come up through and come back down onto your chain to get it tighter.
As public service and commercial divers well know, a vehicle will not always be situated upright on the bottom. In some instances, it may be best to sling the lifting configuration between two side-mounted bags. With the VRS2000, it's easy. Simply connect the two sets of opposing chain lengths and let the bags lift along the rocker panels. Other times, a vehicle may be partially buried in mud or sand, blocking direct access to its frame. In this case, the VRS2000 may be fastened to other substantially strong points on the vehicle at the discretion of the dive chief of operations. Once the vehicle is free of the bottom, it is recommended that it then be set back down and the VRS2000 re-rigged to the frame for added safety.
Pull it tight and try to get your two eyes even along the length of the vehicle.
Corporal Matt Giardina and his dive team make a solo dry run with the VRS2000 after completing the training session with Richard Freiberg. In a matter of minutes, they have successfully rigged a bag to the front end of the vehicle. Under typical recovery operations, there is no hurry to raise a vehicle and get it back to land. In those few instances where a rescue is a possibility, time becomes critical. While activation of your dive team and physically locating the submerged vehicle obviously play a key role, deployment of the VRS2000 system can be done in mere minutes, dramatically increasing the chance of trapped victims surviving. Whether a recovery or a rescue operation, other than urgency of deployment, the procedure remains the same. The VRS2000 system is transported to the sunken vehicle location for diver implementation. Working in pairs or individually, divers secure the VRS bags to the front and rear of the car. At this point, the team leader should check to be sure all personnel and equipment are clear of the expected path of the surfacing vehicle. Caution should also be taken to ensure that no one swims directly under the load in case of unplanned resubmersion. With an all-clear given, the divers simply crack open the valve of the air cylinder on each bag to inflate the system. By timing the inflation of both bags simultaneously, the bags will fill to capacity and begin to lift the vehicle to the surface. If for any reason the divers want to slow the lifting action or return the vehicle to the bottom, a single action ball valve is located at the top of each bag which will dump air as needed. Air expanding in the bags on ascent is vented automatically via 4 overpressure relief valves. When the lift to the surface is completed, the divers then shut off the air cylinders and the vehicle can be towed to shore. It really is as simple as that. Deploy, attach, clear, fill, and go. The VRS2000 by Subsalve USA, the safest and most effective way to raise a sunken vehicle. As an optional method of inflating the bags, Subsalve USA also offers a solid brass 2-station manifold assembly. Complete with quick connect-disconnect couplings, 2 50-foot lengths of connecting hose, main shutoff, and separate lever action controls, the Subsalve manifold system allows for surface-operated filling procedures with complete inflation control over both bags.
And once it's hooked up, it's a matter of 2 minutes, and that vehicle's going to come to the surface.
Corporal Matt Giardina, head of the Rhode Island State Police dive team.
It's a good system, and it's very simple. Especially the deflation valve. If one side's going up faster than the other, you just release it, steadies it, and then you're back in business again. But it's a tremendous system.
The VRS2000 Vehicle Recovery System by Subsalve USA, the result of nearly 20 years of evolution, drawing from hundreds of product applications and technological advancements. Our engineers and technicians have worked closely, both at the drawing board and in the water, with commercial and public service dive teams to develop and refine the VRS2000. It is through this ongoing process that Subsalve stays on the cutting edge of material and manufacturing technologies, maintaining state-of-the-art designs. We have the product, the quality, the service, and the expertise. Subsalve USA, engineered from the bottom up. Subsalve USA presents A Moment of Discovery. It is the dream of most every diver who has donned the tanks and flippers to one day find a prize laying on the bottom of the sea. It might be a cannonball.
Pat was working on what looked like a cannon. I was working on a cannonballs. There's a big pile of cannonballs like right about here. And there's a timber that goes right down, right over the top of them that's fused.
Or it may be some other small object one can slip into a BC pocket. Then again, it could be a ship's porthole, too heavy to carry back to the dive boat. Subsalve USA introduces the quad bag. Now you can be prepared to handle this and many other situations because the quad bag is 4 bags in one. With a track record of excellence dating back to the mid-1970s, Subsalve USA builds lift bags and flotation devices for consumer and commercial applications the world over. Now, Subsalve, the leading name in lift bags, invites you to be prepared whenever you go down. Drawing first from earlier generations, the quad bag is a lift bag, designed so that you don't miss your moment of discovery. Rolled up and Velcro closed, the quad bag is easily carried on any dive. Upon discovery, it is a simple task to rig for buoyancy and return to the surface with your find.
It's a beauty.
What a beauty, huh?
What a beauty.
Look at that.
How'd you find that, Mark?
It was just laying right out in the sand.
Wow.
There was
What
all
kind of
kinds of
wreckage
scattered
that
wreckage. There was scattered wreckage everywhere, just bits and pieces.
Looks beautiful.
This thing
had
was
this
sitting
bag.
out wide open, wasn't attached to anything. Put the lift bag on it, brought it up.
Equipped with oral inflator and an optional lanyard-operated dump valve, the quad bag is available in 50, 100, and 200-pound sizes. There's one for you being built today. Besides being recommended by all the certification agencies and being just a plain good idea, most authorities require that divers tow a diver's down flag float for added safety on all dives. This unique product has the flag silk-screened on both sides. The quad bag can be made airtight and inflated. Add a small weight to the rig, attach a tow line, and it's your dive flag. It's one of the main reasons divers go in the water, to catch the bounty of the sea. And while a mesh bag makes sense down below, you all know how impractical they can be on the surface. No one wants to carry that wet, dripping mess on the boat or in a car. The very design that allows water to pass through the bag underwater also permits air to dry out your catch back topside, adding a level of stress to your shellfish that may cause it to die. To keep that catch fresher and to protect your vehicle from water damage, try the quad bag. It's a game bag. Carry home lobster, fish, and more in complete confidence. The Quad Bag by Subsalve USA, making your day of diving a bit easier. It's a lift bag. It's an upline float. It's a game bag. And it's a dry bag, too. How many times have you returned from a dive only to find your clothing has gotten wet sitting in your gear bag? It's no fun making the long cruise home in soggy socks and jeans. Those of you who conduct beach dives know that that salty, damp wetsuit is doing your car no good as it drips into every spot possible while you drive home. Enter, once again, the Quad Bag. Built of tough, waterproof materials to provide a moisture barrier, it's a dry bag, too. Simply pack your dry clothing into the bag, roll fold the entryway several times, and secure the durable nylon clip fastener. Now you can keep clothing dry on the boat, or store wet dive gear for the drive home. The Quad Bag does it all. Designed with 4 basic uses in mind, the Quad Bag is a diverse, lightweight, and inexpensive accessory item. Use it every time you go diving, and be sure not to miss your moment of discovery.